A very happy new year from All India Educators Forum to all dear educators. This new year left a silver lining for all of us. A silver lining where we all uh, have grown up so much so professionally and personally. As they say, the PD has happened, the professional and the personal development has happened in this in the past year. And today, what we are talking about is the Sustainable Development Goals, the goals that we all have to achieve, the goals that are there for us all. I think there's people still joining in. I think I should wait for 2 more minutes. Please excuse me till all join in. Yes, Rachna, you have something to say. Rachna, you have something to say? Okay. Okay, all right. We educators have
Good evening, ma'am.
yeah,
Nothing, ma'am, nothing to tell you. Thank you, ma'am.
yeah, that's okay. So waiting for all to join quickly so that we begin further.
Preeti ma'am, why don't you tell us something about yourself till then?
I'm an educator, a senior educator. History is my subject. I take history subject with 11th and 12th class at Venkateshwar Global School. I'm the headmistress as well. And this pandemic, as I was telling, has, yes, it has been a blessing in disguise for me and for most of us educators, where we have really been into this global world, learned from each other. And I am a learner. We all are. If we have to sail through in this world, which is ever changing, where the constant thing is the ever changing thing, that every day there is a new development. And if we want to be updated, we have to flow with the wind. So that same is required. I did something with the permissions. I don't know why it is taking us to the lobby again and again. So I'm a person of few words, nothing much to say more about myself. So happy to learn, happy to participate in the events that are happening all around the globe. And my journey with the outside world began when I started taking Skype sessions. And this dates back to 2018 when our school took up the Microsoft program. So I started from there and arranging Skype sessions. That was that time. I don't say that the Microsoft Showcase School VGS is just because of me. I alone cannot do it. It's always a teamwork. But there were certain solo programs that I was taking up, and Skype being one of those, where I made good global friends. So I have many virtual friends, and learning from them and growing. This is what I have always believed and done. So here again, the session SDG is nothing new for we educators. We have been living this day in and day out. So it is just a reminder to ourselves that yes, what has, the SDG, what does the UN say? The UN says that the owner of the SDG is the community. And when they say the owner is the community, I take the onus most to ourselves. We, the educators, are the owners, most of it the ownership lies on us. And when it comes to UN, they are our supporters. And I really believe in this. We cannot say one SDG is just can be achieved in isolation. The SDGs have to be achieved, they are all interlinked. We cannot just talk that one SDG has to be achieved and no, we have to achieve all the SDGs together. So if I may start with no poverty, when we talk about SDG 4, uh, when we have quality education, when we have literate society, I remember that slogan that said, Padhega India, to Badhega India, right? So when we see that all are educated, all are, qualified, then where will the poverty be? So long time in in my school days, I remember we took up a program on each one teach one. So that does not only talk about that one SDG, that in only in SDG 4 we should each one teach one. It is that no poverty. If everybody is literate, everybody is skilled, where would the poverty lie? Coming on to zero hunger. Zero hunger, our school, my school I talk about, we were in collaboration with Roti Bank. So, we told our children that each day we distributed is into like odd and even roll numbers, getting 2 chapatis daily and with dry vegetable, and that was taken by the Roti Bank organization to give away to the poor. All right. So just by this is a small effort done by few children. And again, I talk about my school time. Yes, on every Friday, we were told, get one, everybody has to bring one potato, one onion to donate. So these are little habits that we educators have to inculcate in our children. When we talk about SDGs, we need the SDGs to be inculcated in our children. What are these SDGs? This is the agenda that was laid down in the year 2015 by the UN. And they set up that, yes, by 2030, these goals have to be achieved. My dear friends, from 2015, we have reached to 2022. And in the words of the hour, the educators, yes, sir, I am from Convent of Jesus and Mary. Therein, yes, we were, when you're talking about I'm talking about the donation of onion and potato. This is what I was taught at my school. So this is something, these are little small activities, which I think will go a long way. These have been very dear to my heart, very close to my heart, and I really practice them and I preach them. And that is what we are doing. That is what the society demands. We be little kinder and happier. I played the song. I really liked it. What does the SDG want? SDG wants the similar thing. When we are talking about gender equality, so it's the equality amongst both the genders. That is, we want that they should understand that no gender is less. Although when you go to your, for example, your Bollywood only, you can talk about, yes, the male actors are highly paid, the females are not. So just on a lighter note, we should not have any gender equality. Although time memorial, you go back to history dates, it is not in one country. The problems of SDGs is similar in worldwide. And so the UN has started this SDG in the year 2015, and it included not only poor, not only rich countries, the middle, the developing countries, it includes all the countries. And again, I say that we educators have a big task to achieve. We have to educate, sensitize our little ones. Our children who will grow up into responsible, sensible students who will understand the world problems. One place I read that the child was, yes, I scored 100% marks. And I really did very well when it came to writing my theory paper. But I do not know how to tackle the world problems. So this is the time. This is the time. This is the time we understand that the real world problems wherein we can teach these to our children through small little activities. For example, anybody of can just tell me if we are talking about clean water and sanitization. Does any activity, something come into your mind that you feel that yes, we can teach clean water and sanitization? So we have to teach them the importance of clean water. We started a program, Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. So that part was not for that particular time period only. It is not that for some time we did that Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. We don't need it now. We need it always. When they talk about COVID protocols, what does it say? Wash your hands often, and keep your surroundings clean. So what is all this? So we have to, yes, you are very right, Ritu ma'am, street plays, exactly. It is something that we have to, we took our children on a rally. They went on a rally for clean water and sanitization. So they must know the importance of the clean water. We used to have, the UN started the, hand wash day. Yes, Preeti ma'am, you want to say something, Preeti Rani ma'am?
Good evening, ma'am. In our
Yeah.
school, we normally do river cleaning activity. The
Yes,
plastics are removed from the river banks. That is
wonderful,
all
wonderful. So then,
activity.
yes, we are talking about SDG 14, life below water.
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely, absolutely. So no SDG is in isolation. Talking about affordable and clean energy, like I told you, we were into a lot of collaboration, lot of exchange programs across the globe. So one such exchange we had with an African school. I get to know them through, I joined a association called Global Goals, where I think we are associated now as well. So the global goals, therein I get to know Mr. Samuel's school. So they showed us how they created generator which gave us clean energy. So counting your carbon footprints, being very careful, using the electricity only when it is required, talking about solar panels. Yes, Mr. Kaushal Singh has also given some idea in the chat box. Absolutely. All of us are doing our bit. So these sessions are just a reminder for us again and again. Let's do our bit. Let us not keep ourselves behind, you know. Let us not hesitate, because I say, I feel, and we all feel, we have a big onus on us. We have a big onus on us to nurture responsible students. When they grow up, they are going to ask us, what did we leave for them? Again, if I come to SDG 8, decent work and economic growth, it is again related to SDG 4. SDG 4, if we are giving them quality education, how cannot they get the decent work? They are going to add to the economy of the country vis-a-vis the world. So the industry, innovation, infrastructure, SDG 9, which talks about encourage the innovations. Whatever innovations, the government has a very beautiful program, which we educators know about, Manak Inspire program, wherein they really admire, acknowledge our students' innovations. So we must also promote them. They are also equally in the SDG goals. Yes, You're very much right. I hear, I get to see in your in the chat box, reducing inequalities. Once we are educators, we learn to respect each other. We learn tolerance, patience. That is, yes, business blasters by Delhi government. So this is something new that I am coming to know. So this is the exchange of ideas. This is the portal, yes, where we come to know about so much. I'm sharing the knowledge that I have, but I'm learning as well from you what you you are telling me. A very important, all the goals are important, but when we come to SDG 11, so we are talking about sustainable city, where we are teaching our children the dust. One dustbin they know about. The three dustbins. This is also an age-old thing, but we always say there is the scope of improvement. So not littering around, taking care of your community is again a very, very important aspect of the society. Responsible consumption and production. Has anybody taken up this SDG by any chance with their students in form of, all right, yes, thank you, Sonia ma'am. We are following the process of segregation of the garbage. Yes, that is the need of the hour. Absolutely. So responsible consumption and production starting from very little, that they should be aware what do they have in their plate. Yes, say no to plastics. The PVP exhibition, absolutely. So we have so many ideas coming to us here, and I'm so happy to know that yes, we are having rallies by students. Although the pandemic has really kept us away from these, but there are memorable times when our students would go on rallies, would go on surveys, and do awareness programs. Yes, Ritu ma'am. 2016, when we were talking about say no to plastics, this is still there. Yes, the plastics is still a chaos. Something, yes, when it was introduced to the world, everybody was, wow, it is something like you put so much into the plastic, it is not going anywhere. The bag stays as it is. But how to use it, how to dispose it, it really makes a difference. Yes, keep the rivers clean, absolutely. That is utmost most importance in our country. There are many programs that are going on, the SDG Chopal, the We Rise program that I myself am a part of it. So there is so much and so to do. Our, our annual diaries, the almanac, which we do, absolutely, we talk about reduce, reuse, recycle. We have inculcated all these SDGs in our curriculum. The topic that we teach, for example, you're taking food and nutrition. You can talk about good health and well-being. You can talk about children growing plants at their homes, plants where they are growing the vegetables, say mint, absolutely, visiting orphanage and yes, there are so many ideas, my dear educators. It is so nice that we are coming to know by each other. Absolutely, Terra Planters. All right, so I go ahead with climate action. So we all know Greta Thunberg. She was the one. I remember going to the rally with my students. We visited there near the Parliament House, and we were also with them. And it was a scene to see that, yes, these little tiny young people, our future generation, being sensitized with the world problems. They have their textbooks to study, but this SDG problem is something which they are tackling at a very young age, and they are going to go very far with it, undoubtedly. Life below water, yes, fishing, no doubt, is something that, yes, we are a lot of fishes going in the fishing. We talk about, a lot of garbage also has been found when you talk about below under the water. You get to see, you get to hear so much, and you really pity, you really feel bad. That is the time we feel, yes, these polythenes, first of all, should be banned. They were banned, but sadly, they have not gone at all. So it is from person to person. How do you use it? So it is always said there are two ways, the right and the wrong. So which one you choose, that really depends upon you. So it is sensitizing your students. Again and again, I'm repeating the same things. We have to nurture our students into responsible global citizens, and they have to see how this agenda has to be achieved by the 2030, the deadline which has been set by the UN. We are the owners, remember, and the UN is our supporter. So coming back to SDG 15, life on land, absolutely. Where we live, we really want it to be greener. That is what we want. So we have been talking about, they say that it came in 2015 when we say about the UN agenda. But before that, we are getting to know about the, depletion of forests, and the climate change has brought the wildfires back. So it is the human activity that needs to be taken care of. If we take control of our activities, we are bound to help in the little SDG goals that have been set for us. So we have to mind our activities, and we have to nurture those similar habits and activities in our students. And how do we go? If we talk about one SDG in detail, it will take one entire session. So I'm trying to cover all the SDGs, just trying to make it, we know about it, but understanding that if we are SDG 4, it cannot be achieved in isolation. All the other SDGs also have to be achieved along with this. If we have well-informed students, if we have qualified, literate people, if there is no poverty, the zero hunger, we are bound to have peace around. There has to be justice. And when we talk about strong institution, let our institution be a strong one. Be a strong one in achieving these goals. Let us all together join hands in achieving these SDG goals. SDG goals is all about partnerships for the goals. And that is what we are having right now. This is the partnership between all of us. We all of us are here together talking about how to achieve these goals. And yes, we can achieve this. We have a big army of our students, we the educators, the ambassadors of the SDGs, we the goalkeepers. Yes, absolutely. Every goal is interconnected, and we have to achieve these goals. As I say, not in isolation. I gathered some of these activities. You can see these activities and you can take it up in your classroom with your students, and you can add more in the chat window. Yes, yes, Sonia ma'am, SDG 17, when it talks about partnership, it says partnership on goals. Partnership on goals, like all over the world, you see, it is not that we are talking in India about the SDG agenda that has been given by the UN. It is the partnerships that are happening all over the world. There are many organizations who have taken initiative. Like now we have taken the initiative, the All India Educators Forums has taken the initiative of fighting for these SDGs. Similarly, there are many more institutions who are getting together for these SDGs. The Partnership for Goals is exactly the same, that we need to, yes, we have to get globally connected. Now the global has also become very local. I mean, we are discussing the same, and when we discuss, we understand that our problems are not different. These are all world problems. So these partnerships, what are these partnerships? These partnerships are amongst the organizations. Amongst the organizations, few organizations like I just mentioned, SDG Chopal, the Global Goals, the We Rise, these are some of the organizations I am aware of. They are all working towards the SDGs. So these partnerships are required. Like now, AIEF would also be inviting more and more people to join us in achieving this agenda. I hope I made you clear, Sonia ma'am. So, yeah, okay. So I hope you've seen some of these activities that I have put here. So when we were talking about, this was some, there are many activities which I talk about my school students have done. But when I was just thinking about it, I really liked children growing mint at their home, okra, Chinese lemon, and bitter gourd. So this is some of the activities, like we can have it in our school. We can ask our children to do. Yes, we are here for SDG 4 primarily. So this is the 17 goals, as I said, the Sustainable Development Goals. They are here for our sustainable development only, and these can be achieved when we nurture our little ones and we create our own army of our students who are going to, achieve these goals. And talking about the UN targets, each goal has its targets. So I am going to talk to you primarily on the last one, the 4.C, the 4C, which says professional development of teachers. Yes, by God's grace, the places where we teach, the institutions from where we are coming, the school, the place where we reside, our children are blessed. They are going to good institutions. They are in good hands. They have the good educators, whereas worldwide during the pandemic, the situation has not been good for all. The target of quality education, bringing everyone to school, was achieved very beautifully till 2018, 19, and 20, when the pandemic struck. So many students were out of school. It was a very grim situation for them, the people all over the world, our country as well. You are seeing the situation. Sometimes the schools are opening, then the other time the pollution happened, then the third wave of the COVID came and the schools had to be shut. But still, we ensure that there are no learning gaps. We have our online education going on, but that is not so in the worldwide. When we say each one teach one, when we say the adult literacy. So this is something which we all can have at our individual level. We cannot go out, situation is such, but the people who we can reach out, who are near us in our country, yes, we have the maid system and all, so we can, educate them, their children. So when we give this to our children, the each one teach one, they educating their maids' children is something age-old activity, but still it will work. Why not go ahead with it? Coming back to 4C, professional development of teachers. As they say, you cannot pour from an empty vessel, right? So what have we been doing? Why are we attending all these sessions? We are updating, upgrading ourselves. As they say, to teach is to learn twice. Once when I was preparing for the session and once when I am talking to you. So yes, twice I am learning what I learned. So this is not this. We have to keep ourselves updated. We have to move with the wind. There is a change in technology each day, I must say each day. And whatever time we educators got from our daily busy schedule, I must say, I must give a round of applause that we educators have been phenomenal. We have done a great job throughout the pandemic. And the onus lies, yes, they say where there is a will, there is a way. We had the will to move ahead, and that is how we are moving. So there is no looking back. As the UN SDG say, leaving no one behind. So this should be our motto always. We are not going to leave behind anybody. We are going to move and we will be the winners. Although it is a hard task, but yes, we have realized that these goals are achievable. I again and again harp upon quality education. My dear teachers, let our children not be, they should not miss out on anything because their teacher studied in some other time. Let us be updated, be with them. Let us all be global citizens. Let us learn from each other. We are all global citizens. This online portal has shrunken the world. What we are learning from each other is priceless, precious, and keep doing that. That is going to help us in achieving our SDG 4. When I was looking at SDG 4, we have spoken about so many SDGs, all the 17 SDGs. Yes, Nisha ma'am, you are right. And so very close to SDG 4 is your SDG 8, wherein the learned people will get decent jobs. They will be able to reduce inequalities. They will be able to take action against the climate changes that are happening. They will ensure that there is peace and justice all around. So these are very important goals to be achieved. Yes, these 5 goals have to be achieved, but not in isolation. All the 17 goals are interlinked and have to be achieved. As rightly said by Mr. Nelson Mandela, so this was a long time back, but it still prevails, that the education is the most powerful weapon. And congratulations that this powerful weapon is with us. And so please keep sharpening it always so that you can use it to change the world. But before that, yes, we have also learned in this pandemic, everything is important, but it is very important to be happier, kinder, and together. So this is one calendar which I always share with my students monthly. So I really liked it. If we have to achieve the SDG goals, we have to be tolerant. We have to learn all this. You all can take a screenshot if you like of these little activities which we must include in our CT periods in the morning. We get our class teacher period. So some little time each day giving this one task to the student, how to be happier and kinder with each other. That is the need of the hour. Yes, ma'am, I see your raised hand.
Yes, ma'am. It would be kind enough if you could share this picture in the group, the calendar picture, because screenshot might not be so clear and blurred it would be. So that would be fine.
We are all in that WhatsApp group. I'll
Exactly.
share that.
Yes, yes, ma'am. We are there in the WhatsApp group.
Andy here, I will definitely share it there.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Definitely, I'm going to share it there. And if you have anything, I am done with my SDGs. I am done what I had decided to discuss with all of you. Yes, ma'am. I see your raised hand, ma'am. Yes, Matthew, sir. Nice to see you after a long time.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the nice session, long awaited session.
Yeah, actually, the CBSE had kept us all educators busy in November and December. So little time now they have given us, so that we can explore more.
Yeah. So, thank you for this. It was a good, I mean, a lot of people attended also. They wanted to make sure that they attend this, which also shows that many of the educators are getting involved and interested in SDGs, which is a very good sign.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. Yes, Pooja ma'am, I see your raised hand.
Good evening, Preeti ma'am. Good evening, Matthew sir. Thanks to both of you, first of all, for arranging such a wonderful webinar. I mean, it was actually required. Sometimes you need a booster to come up. So this was actually an eye-opener, although we know so many things, but sometimes unless and until something is not boosted up and pushed upon, so you just get a little lethargic in doing that. So such sort of boosters, I think it should be welcomed, and always it should be pop up at least quarter after in a month somewhere else. Surely it would be appreciated. Preeti ma'am, you're always welcome to boost us up in this way. That was really wonderful to connect with you.
I am so happy to hear that. Always, always in service. Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yes, Ritika ma'am has something to say. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Preeti ma'am. It was wonderful listening you and actually enjoyed the session and a lot of takeaways from the session. So thank you so much. And for
I'm
future,
glad.
I would I mean, we can prepare for quality education, and when you're talking about SDG 4 specifically, and we are looking forward for teacher empowerment. So we can plan some activities, I mean, which is common for all the educators, and we can, use them here at this platform,
Definitely, ma'am.
particularly for SDGs.
Definitely. Point taken, ma'am. Definitely. I see raised hand, Athar.
Yeah, that's actually me, Preeti ma'am. That's Shibi Anand. I just logged
Hi,
in using
Shibi.
my son's account and I realized there was no time to switch to mine. So I just continued. So
Okay,
sorry for that. Good evening, everyone. And Preeti ma'am, I think this is the first time I'm attending one of your session. I was a bit late to join, but then I am glad that I did for that half an hour. Because though we talk a lot about SDGs and though we talk a lot about different goals, how to do or practically those little things that you can do in order to make it a part of our lives, that's more important. So I think coming together like this is the beginning of this. As you said, we have the most powerful weapon in our hand, and using that, I'm sure that we will be able to make tiny ripples all over the world, in fact, and try to bring some changes. So thank you so much for taking the session for us, and for sharing all the lovely nuggets of wisdom also in between. So it wasn't just about SDG, but it was much more than that. So thank you so much.
Thank you. I'm delighted. Thank you. Thank you. I see Neena ma'am's hand up. Yes, Neena ma'am.
Good evening, Preeti ma'am. It was a wonderful session. And I just wanted to mention about the onion and potato that you had mentioned. When it comes to kindness and the ripple effects that Shibi just spoke about, I think it is those minutest acts done by the children that brings in that compassion and kindness, because it's never goes across to their character. It is never a part of their character unless they are doing the act of kindness, unless they're involved in the act of kindness. I remember why I'm saying this also. Since you mentioned onion and potatoes, I just want to bring out one incident. Not one, like every Friday, children were never forced. Right from kindergarten,
Yes.
they were never forced for onion and potatoes. But we used to tell them why they're getting it, and they literally used to cry, saying that,
Yeah.
those children are going to go hungry, or, I did not get it. Next time they'll get it double. So I just
Absolutely.
wanted to share that. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. So I think we are done for the day. Anybody has something more to say? Um, I am also a Microsoft educator expert. So, wherein we do all that, the creating, generating the codes and getting the badges. So, I have one code for you. So, all those for the sustainable community, for the sustainable society. I will just share it and you can take it, please. Yes, Shweta ma'am, I see your raised hand.
Yeah, hi everybody. I mean, I'm so glad to be a part of this. I would just add on to what others said here. Preeti ma'am, it's actually inspiring to look at it, but at the same time, since we are a community, one of the misconceptions that I think a lot of us carry, in fact, students, I had it at some point before I did STG in 2018, I think. PYP exhibition we did, and we had this huge area talking about SDG only. So the integration, like you said, that each SDG actually connects to the other. So they are not in isolation. One.
Absolutely.
And second thing is that it's not about, so students always felt that, it's me who's helping the poor children. So one of the things that intrigue me the most is that, we are all in this together. So just that this kind of understanding that, just as a matter of fact, I might be more resourceful than the other, but it's it's something that, it's not that I put myself on a different position and somebody else at a lower position, because it happens with students. They develop this sort of feeling that every time helping means help a poor, but we even need help at this time. So I
Absolutely.
think
When we talk about
yeah,
reducing inequalities, yes. Yes.
absolutely, absolutely. So it's not that the economic disparities only, are the prime areas when it comes to help or being kind, but it's also about me in my space, in my situation, So
Absolutely.
yeah, so I think I do a lot of SEL components also. So that is another learning for me, socio-economic, sorry, social,
that is more
yes,
important.
yeah,
That's the need.
socio-emotional. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So it's me also who need to be kind towards myself, and then only I think I can extend it towards others. That's all. I mean,
Absolutely.
I
So
just want.
well-being comes here. Yes. So
Yes,
do lot of
yes,
yoga. Yes. Stretch
yes.
yourself.
Stretch yourself.
Breathe in.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Inhale,
Thank you.
inhale. Yeah. Thank you. Are we done? So I see some hands. Those I think those are from before. Yes. So thank you, everyone. So we had thank you. I am happy that you all enjoyed. Yeah. So looking forward to another session. Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank,
much, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, ma'am. Thank you.
thank you. Have a nice day. Bye bye.
Thank you so much. Very enlightening.
Thank you.
Thank you.